Alrighty. Looks like everything's working, at least as far as I can see on my end. Hello, anybody. I don't know if anybody's in chat yet, but if you are, welcome. This will be day one of the Pokemon Run and Bun Hardcore Nuzlocke. As a bit of a precursor, this is the hardest. Let me unpause that for music in the background. There we go. This is the hardest, as far as I'm aware, besides maybe like Crystal Kaizo or one of the Kaizo ROM hacks. Hardest Nuzlocke ROM hack of Pokemon games, especially of Emerald. Again, besides maybe Kaizo, there's an argument either way. But, and as another disclosure, I have never beaten a Pokemon Nuzlocke before, vanilla game or otherwise. But I do really like them. I like the technical aspects, I like the idea of them, and I very much am excited to try and see how well I can do with this game. Will I lose? Yes. But am I going to keep trying until I'm not losing? Also yes. That's the goal, at least. I'm not sure how far we'll get tonight, but since it's a little late already, but we shall see. And I think with that, let's get right into it. And there we go. Alright, new game. Yeah, I've not actually done Run and Bun. I've not actually opened. I've opened it to make sure it ran and like walked around, caught a Pokemon, but I didn't save as proof that I haven't done a run of this before. So here we go. First, but everyone calls me Pokemon Professor. That's what we call Pokemon. Yeah. Psyduck. Let's do this. World is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. Humans live alongside Pokemon, at times as friendly playmates, and at times as cooperative workmates. And sometimes we band together and battle others like us. 1 sec, let me just check the audio's good. Alright, sounds like it's doing just fine. Let's see. Despite our closeness, we don't know everything about Pokemon, no. So we keep just discovering more every like maybe 2 to 4 years maybe. Odd how that happens. Anyways, in fact there are many secrets to unravel. Yep. You are boy or girl. I much prefer in Gen 3 like for every gen I have different opinions about which one is better. This one, ironically, I think the boy works way better as the rival character. I don't really feel strongly about either of them, but I think that the boy looks like the better rival. So I always go for the girl in Gen 3. So we're gonna be going with that. Put in the name here. We've got just enough to do the shortened version of the name. There we go. Perfect. Simply O, that is correct. We are ready to start. Let's speed up the game real quick. Not that much, maybe. There we go. That seems like a reasonable amount. Moving to hometown of Little Root. I get it now, absolutely. You ready? Your very own adventure is about to unfold. Take courage and leap into the world of Pokemon, where dreams, adventures, and friendships await. Expect me later, come see me in the Pokemon Lab. We've got this. Gen 3 is probably, like, I love all the games. And Gen 3 is not my favorite, but Gen 3 is probably the game I know best. Mostly because all of the YouTubers, it is their favorites, and they play it to death. I know the overworld, there are parts of it that I don't remember quite, but like, this game I know beat for beat better than any other game in the series. Simply must be tiring riding with the other things in the moving truck. Yeah, I forget that we're always just stuck in the back of the truck. It's just a little bit of charm of the old games. Like starting home, yep. Alright, let's start getting to the actual Nuzlocke things. I'm sure we're gonna get to see this opening segment a whole bunch of times, unfortunately. Hey, but there's always the chance that we can be... I think somebody already has beat it on their first try, but we can be the second person to beat Pokemon Run and Bun Nuzlocke. It's not gonna happen. I'm lying to you. It'll be fine. Let's see. Yep. Check all the things. Don't forget to set the clock. Yeah. Clock is stopped, started, yeah. What time is it? 8:30 exactly. There we go. Perfect. Finish moving everything in, which is so convenient. Alright, is there anything in the PC? There are no items, alright. Not that we can use items in battle or anything, but... Battleberg, Jim brought you this report in front of Battleberg. Oh, it's over. That was on? Yep, yep. Alright, yep. So this is all still normal. There we go. I was gonna say, I don't think you should be in here yet. Nope. We gotta go watch him Professor getting eaten by a dog. Go outside in the grass while Pokemon jump out. Strange if you don't have your own Pokemon, sure, but alright, where am I supposed to go? Professor Birch? Nope, it's next door. Probably. Probably. Oh, yep, about the same name. So it's upstairs, I think. Yep, yep, yep. Go meet the rival. Who are you? Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's your girl, Dad, Professor Birch. Yep. Brendan's high neighbor. Did you have a Pokemon? Do you want me to catch you on? Oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to help the guy. Yeah. Some other time. Cool. Cool. Alright. Fortunately, we don't get to name the rival, but is what it is. Let's go talk to Professor Birch now. Alright. There we go. And Professor Birch is being attacked by a Lozan Zigzagoon. That's a cool change. Inconsequential, but cool. Alright. Now we get to choose our Pokemon. Hi, Mixie! How are you doing? Good to see ya! There we go. Penguin, Piplup, and Chimchar. What's up with you? Did you ever manage? I haven't seen. Did you manage to finish the Easter model? Or are you still working on that? There we go. Alright. It's all done? Nice. That's gotta feel good. Alrighty. Picking Pokemon. This is important, because hopefully the run will be long and not 7 minutes long. So I'm gonna go with Turtwig. Turtwig is not the best answer. Chimchar is. But I don't like Chimchar. I never have. I'm biased. My favorite starter, I think in the whole of any game, the whole thing, is Turtwig. So unfortunately, for the run's chances, I have to choose Turtwig. And you can still win. Alright, level 2 Zigzagoon. Yeah. This thing is going to die. That's energy drain, sand attack, accuracy fell, dang. Attack missed. It's working. It's using hacks. And absorb. Easy peasy. There we go. Yeah. I don't know if you were here for the beginning, Mixie. This is not regular Gen 3 Pokemon. This is Pokemon Run and Bun, which is the hardest, debatably, hardest ROM hack of any Pokemon game to Nuzlocke, besides like Crystal Kaizo and Emerald Kaizo, and probably a few others that I'm not going to say here. But theoretically, it should be very difficult. Yep. And I've still yet to win a Nuzlocke, so I kind of want this to be the first one I win, even if it takes a whole bunch of attempts. Was the place, yeah. But I'm excited about it. I think it'll be great. Yep, I guess you have your father blood in your veins? Yeah. Yep, we got the Turtwig. Alright. Give a nickname to the Turtwig? Perfect. This is good. Turtwig's hopefully going to be with us for a long time. What do we want to name it? Also, Mixie, at any point, if there's a Pokemon that you see that you want to be named after, I'm totally cool to do that. If you want to be the starter, you can be the starter. If you want to hold on to it, you can hold on to it. I'm good either way. Also, I just noticed on my stream that, like, there are 2 chats. Chat numero dos doesn't need to exist. There we go. We already have the one chat above my head. There's a whole bunch of empty space here. Alright, back to the game. What do we want to name the Turtwig? I feel like if you don't have a preference, or if it doesn't seem like you want to be named after the Turtwig, I am sad about Terror's death from our previous Gen 4 run. So I think I'm going to name this thing Terror. Spelt wrong, but purposefully wrong. In order to honor that run. Hopefully it'll be good. I think Terror will do us better, and it was our fault for losing Terror last time. Not a mistake that we'll be making again. Streaming good trainer. Kid Brendan is also studying Pokemon. Yeah. Might be a good idea to go see Brendan. Yep. What it means to be a trainer. One last thing before you go, I have a couple of gifts you should be making your journey. Turn the endless candy. Perfect. So, fun fact about this, obtain the repellent. Put away the repellent in the key items pocket. Perfect. Alright, so fun fact about these games is that you have the endless candy, which is an item in these games that lets you fully just... let me see how to... There we go. You can use it as many times as you want, and it fully just lets you raise the Pokemon to the level cap. It's hard-coded into the game, the level cap. You can't... There's no EXP or anything once you get to the level cap. Yeah, so you can just go straight there, but you physically can't go over, and... So this game is very much made to test your mettle. So every time you beat a boss, and there are lots of bosses, not just the gyms, like the normal hardcore Nuzlocke rules. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it right away. Probably a few times just to make sure that Terror is up to stuff. But just looking at it real quick. The only thing would be what encounters we're going to get. Now, I don't start encounter rules until after we get Pokeballs, but before we do that, I want to make sure that there's no... what am I thinking of? Words. Oh, right. That there are no, ways to repel Manip. I don't know if there are in this game off the top of my head. I haven't put a ton of effort into researching. I've watched some videos on it, but I've tried to stay as spoiler-free as possible on the specifics. So let me just look. I've got all the documents pulled up. Alright. Levels. Okay, for the first little while, on the first handful of routes, it looks like, yeah, no. There's not hardly any repel manipulations in this game. Nope, looking through it, it looks like that's just something that they fully got rid of. Alright. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that, kinda. Part of the challenge of the game. There we go. So we can just get Turtwig up to the level cap and be fine. Might be like 1 or 2 less then, just in case. 8, 9, 10. 10 should be fine for now. Alright. Let's get going. There we go, just make sure, yep, my friend is up here now. Now we can set off. We don't have Pokeballs yet, so we can't catch anything. Avoid everybody until we get to the PC here. Perfect. There we go. Now let's go find, where can we get... I'm sure up there we'll have our first battle. Before we do that, can we buy some Pokeballs? Yes, we can. I don't think it's important to get a potion. Antidote, paralyzed, no, all of that's fine. And I can't get Pokeballs yet. Dang. Alright. Well, let's go destroy our rival, and then I'm sure we'll get Pokeballs after that. Alrighty. So this should be an easy fight. Since we're here, we have a little battle, absolutely. We're level 10, so this should be easy peasy lemon squeezy. And we'll go back and start getting encounters. Fight flinch? Nope, that's fine. Attack fell. You want to try and use absorb? No, I think it's better to just use bite. Flinch, nice. Easy peasy. There we go. We already beat the rival once. Nice. Alright. Now we've got to start... Likes you. Yep. Alright, now we can go back, get our Pokeballs. Running back to my dad's labs. Should hustle back too. Yep. Well, then we can finally get Pokeballs and start the run proper. But I should go heal my Pokemon first, just because. There we go. I'm actually going to speed up the game a little bit for this bit. Alright, now we get here. Yep, beat Brendan. There we go. All the things. Order this from my research. I think you should have the Pokedex. Perfect. High-tech tool. Remember, my kid gets the Pokemon. Yeah. Pokedex too. Well, then here. A bunch of these. Cool, now we got Pokeballs. Alright, I'm going to explore all over the place to find different Pokemon. If you find any cool Pokemon, you better try and get them Pokeballs. Cool. Alright. Let's get some Pokeballs. And are you going to give me... Okay, running shoes. That's nice. And the Pokénav. That's fine. Very on Pokemon. You're probably be overjoyed. Please be careful. Absolutely. I've got Route 101. None of these are trainers, but we can get an encounter here. And there's going to be no manipulations or anything, so we just get whatever we get. Baneri. Nice. I'm actually pretty happy about that. Okay. I think that we super kill this thing, so we just... Alright, so that was the wrong button. So I'm gonna reset. I should check what my controls are. Usually I'm playing... Alright, so just as a quick thing for what happened there. I'm used to playing on the DS emulator. And the button I just pushed on the DS emulator would have been the throw Pokeball button. Apparently, on the Game Boy emulator, it is not the throw Pokeball button or the left button. Apparently, S is just mapped to A. So... Let me just... One second. Alright, so... There goes our chance of beating the game in one try. Well, now that we've got that out of the way, and we don't have to... Now, actually... upsides, because I want there to be some upside to this. Now... Oh, not two. Attempt 2. Now we don't even have to worry about losing attempts, because we're already on our second attempt, so it doesn't matter from henceforth. Alright, let's try that again. Let's speed up the game, and we can go through this intro segment all the way quickly. Alright. This again. See? I knew it wasn't gonna take very long to get back here. No, back. Bunny, I know. I'm so sad that the bunny is gone. Hopefully we get another bunny. We can just get all the way back there real quick. I'm so sad. I wanted the bunny. And then I pressed the wrong button. Alright, yep. Yep. Alright, come on. Do the clock. Go. There we go, through the intro, and then we'll get right back to where we were. There's nothing to do here. We go up here, we talk to our rival. Oh, I guess we can just do that. That's faster. Alright. Same thing. Turtwig. Zigzagoon. I think the thing is dark type, so I'm not going to bite it. There we go. Alright, perfect. Got the Turtwig. Are we going to name it? Yes. And I can't name it. Okay. Back. Try again. Perfect. Got the endless candy, the endless repel. That's cool. Let's take a second to get our guy back up to stuff. Perfect. I'm really glad that they changed it in this so that we don't have to. Perfect. Back and Fide. I should check what that move does. Shares a secret with the foe, lowering special attack. Alright. Growls. Yep. Fight absorb. Cool. Good to know what we've got. Let's go. Right, now we're right back to our rival fight. We'll beat this, then we could try again. Alright. There we go. Growl, that's fine. We still bite. There we go. There, we need to Pokemon. Brendan, cool. Alright, I think we have a little bit of a better attack stat this time, so that might have been just worth it to reset anyways. Should check that. What is Terror's IVs? Do we get to see? No. That's okay though. Minus special attack, plus speed, looks like, or maybe it's the other way around. No, it's Jolly, okay. Alright. Yep. Do that. We'll heal up our Pokemon first. Perfect. And once we get back, we'll get Pokeballs and all the other things we need. Cool. Yep. Give me the Pokedex, give me Pokeballs, and then we can get to try take 2 of starting the adventure. There we go. Come on. There we go. Alright. Now we just need the running shoes for Mom, and we'll be good to go. Thanks for the running shoes. There we go. Pokenav, nice. Also, while I'm thinking about it, I should switch the tech speed. Alright. There we go, and let's try this again. Different Pokemon. Oh, it's different. Litleo's pretty good, though. Not a bunny, but... Alright. Oh, it gave us a whole bunch of Pokeballs. That was nice. Castorized Light Cone and Honkai Star Rail? Oh, nice. I know Light Cones. I don't play it anymore, but I used to play Genshin, so I know that those are, yeah. That's pretty sweet. Same difference. I refuse to be caught, that's fine. Come on, get in the ball. Nope, it's just not gonna get in the ball. Come on. Come on. Only played Genshin if there's a character I like. Fair. I know. I stopped playing because I realized that the only reason I was playing was to not miss out on the rewards, and I didn't actually like playing anymore. Yeah. That and a whole bunch of business model practices, but it's fine. There we go. We got Litleo, got a little lion. Nickname to the captured Litleo. Yes. What are we gonna name Litleo? Huh. I think Unnerve isn't great, but it could be, although there actually lots of trainers in this game have berries, so that might be worth it. That being said, Litleo, Simba just seems super obvious. Well, actually, because it's the girl and we could name it Kiara or Nala. I like either of those. Any preference from chat? I think you're the only one here, Mixie. Barretta's the new 5-star. I got her in the 5-star weapon and then never played again. Fair. All the money. I know, all the money gone. It's okay. I think I like Nala better. There we go. Simba? Oh, I know. I missed out on Simba. I redeemed it after Simba's girlfriend. There we go. This person's over here, super useful. You've got, yeah. Oh, maximize IVs. Change nature. That seems very good. Heart scale, I see. Why you reminded me of that? Oh no, Simba. It's a little lion. It's gotta be. I don't think that there's anything I can ever get from Little Root. I make sure that I'm not lying here. Yeah, from not Little Root. Where are we? This is Old-Dale. What can we get from Old-Dale? Nothing later on, so might as well try and get something good here. I think the best thing we could get would be a Growlithe. I think that would be the best. Or that, or maybe like a Fletchling. Let's see. I'll figure out what we get in a second here. What do we want out front? I think we want Nala out front and to put Nala up a bit. Knowing this thing's gonna be like level 5-ish, I think we want it to be, no, it's gonna be level 3. So we want to be at least level 6. There we go. That should help us catch it. Alright, what do we get? Something good, something good, something good. Alright. Fletchling could be pretty good. Gale Wings is good. This is before it's fire type, though. Let's see. Oh, Fletchling's pretty bad. Bird up, absolutely. Got a Litleo at level 6. I just want to make sure that I'm not going to kill this thing. Otherwise, Fletchling. Level 3. How does a Tackle do? Tackle crit kills. Ember crit kills. So we just can't touch this thing. Alright. That's fine. Pokeball? Alright, Pokeball. Just started throwing balls at it. Well, that was easy. Alright. Data was added to the Pokedex. Nice. Fletchling. That should be good if we need Tailwind at any point. What are we gonna call you? Oh. What's the... I remember... Thanks, Pixie. I remember you made me think of the Bird Up meme, and I just remember it from... There was like a Wind Waker. What's the bird from Wind Waker? Helmarock. We're gonna name this thing Helmarock. In honor of the Bird Up meme and Wind Waker, because Wind Waker's great. There we go. Perfect. That should be 2 Pokemon already. Heal everybody up. Make sure that everybody's leveled up. Alright. Wrong one. Yep. Learn Quick Attack, that's good. I think getting everybody up to 8 is good. We'll have an easy time of catching anything else right now. Alright. But we gotta be careful of trainers. Trainers in this game are no joke. So we've got our Route 101 and our Old Dale. Let's go get Route 3. And then start doing and then we'll have to start doing trainer battles on Route 102. Alright. Get our route. I don't think that there are any Route 103 encounters. No, I don't think so. I think that this guy's actually just gonna... Are you getting the itch to fish? Yes. Oh, it's okay, so we just get the super rod right away. That's good. Added bonus, I'll even throw in a little fishing advice. First, you want to face the water, then use the rod. That's it. There we go. Alright, thanks. Alright, that's good. Okay, so now we actually have the old rod, so we can actually get different Pokemon. What do we want from Route 103? Later on, we can get Ludicolo, Lantern, Dragalge, Tentacruel. Right now we can get Lotad, Chinchou, Skrelp, Tentacool. Alright, so same things surfing later. So that's not really a thing. Otherwise, we've got a whole bunch of things in the grass. Let's see, is there anything that's better? Deerling's not better. Gossifleur. That's not one I remember off the top of my head. Oh, yes, I do remember this. That's Gen 8. I don't think Gossifleur is particularly good. But neither is Bounsweet. Alright, so a bunch of stuff here. Tentacool can be pretty good. Skrelp has good typing. I think I'd rather fish on 103. Although, before we make that choice, let's see if we can beat the upcoming encounters without having to do so. Saving encounters is always good. So we haven't done our Route 103. Okay. Alright, so we haven't gotten anything from Little Root, but we can. Although we might save that till later. From Route 101, what did we get? Got a Litleo. Sorry, I'm just putting all this in. Everything that we've got so far. We got a Fletchling from Old Dale. 103 we haven't gotten yet. 102 we haven't gotten yet. Looking at it, I'm unimpressed by the things that we can get immediately from 102's fishing. Although, do we want to get Little Roots right away? If we surf... No, we want to wait till we can surf. If we surf, we can get a starter later in the game. Alright, so we're not surfing in Little Root. Or we are surfing in Little Root, but can't do that yet. So we're good to move on to Route 102, which is going to have trainers. Alright. Who... I think that's our first trainer. They're all level 5 and 6, so we're fine for now. All normal type stab moves. Quick attack, tackle, bite, wing attack, sand attack, swagger. Alright. Good to know. Route 102. Again, what can we get from encounters from 102? Surskit, Psyduck, Remoraid, Carvanha. Not happy with any of those. Although, an Abra and a Ralts would be good. Starly and a Pidgey could be good. Starly better than Pidgey. Especially anything that we can get Guts on. Not likely. Rookie D would actually be great. And there's a second fledgling. Looking at and later on, floats, yeah. Looking at it right now, it looks like 102, we should just get a grass encounter. Alright. Rookie D, that's huge. There we go. Okay. So we got Nala out. It's too nervous to eat berries. Right. Alright. How are we going to be doing? A Rookie D at level 5 versus our level 8. I think we're back to the problem where we one-shot it with anything, so we just have to throw Pokeballs at it. That's fine, though. We've got plenty. After this, we'll go grab some more. Rookie D, that's awesome. Rookie D is a lot better of a flying encounter. Having Steel type later on will be great. Benefits from every battle, even if feed. Yep, there we go. Nickname to the captured Rookie D? Absolutely. What are we going to call you? You're going to be eventually a Corviknight. An iron, or a steel bird, or a steel flying type. I was going to say Iron Bird. Fake Pokemon fan. What do we call you? This one, you're not really a Robin. Oh, well, obviously, it's Nightwing. Has to be Nightwing. Yeah. There's not going to be a more Nightwing-esque bird that we catch. There we go. Alright, let's go back, heal everybody up, and I think we just get everybody to the level cap now before moving on. Because again, we don't have to worry about the level cap. Or like running, or like going over. We can't. We physically can't. Earned headbutt, nice. And we can't get over. Fun fact, there is actually a way to go over the level cap within the game, but you have to use rare candies that you find throughout the game, and you can go like 1 or 2 levels over the level cap. We only get a few of those throughout the whole game, so we want to use them sparingly. 11, 12, sand attack, cool. Alright, we've got that. All of the note-taking, absolutely. Okay. That being said, this guy up here is youngster... Who is this gonna be? I believe that this is youngster Calvin. This is a Poochyena from youngster Calvin. Alright. Okay, from youngster, here, I can bring this up. I've spent a while making sure this. Hopefully it hasn't all broken. But I think if I press this button, there we go. I can now just press a button and switch between the game and the calculator. I'm real fancy now. So we should have the opposing team's stuff here. I'm just gonna do a quick, again, this being our first trainer battle, I'm gonna do a quick save. Saving, yep. The calculator, absolutely. There we go. Alright, so now I'm just gonna get the team into the calculator real quick, and then we can take a look at what we can do here. Yeah. Luckily, run and buns being such a popular thing, there are a lot of tools that you get. So like this calculator already has every enemy team in the game loaded into it. It's great. So I don't have to like worry about things being incorrect or whatever. That being said, let me open up, get all of our team transferred over to the actual calculator real quick. Do. Oh, yep. Nope, from GB. Uh-oh. Is that not gonna work? This might not work like I want it to. Dang. Alright, cheap viewers. Nope. I'm not gonna have cheap viewers. No, thank you. I'm not going to pay for that. And also, no, just no. For so many reasons, no. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna have to... I know, murdered the bot. It's gone. Alright, well, unfortunately, looking through the calculator and how it works real quick, I'm not going to be able to easily put the stuff into the calculator. That being said, this first team isn't scary, so I'm just going to go through it. It'll be fine. And this'll... But let's make sure that our Pokemon are in the right order. To take these out, we've got... I am the cheap viewer. You absolutely. That's trying to steal your space. There we go. It's going to be leading with a Poochyena. Then it's going to have a Lillipup and a Rookidee. To deal with the Poochyena, it's level 5. I think we just, like, super kill it with everything. We just need to not bring Terror to any of the fights, because Terror won't do as well. But I think Nala Headbutt will. Let me just double check that real quick. Yeah, you're still fire normal, so you've got Stab, Ember, and Stab Headbutt. And Headbutt is really good. So I think we just Stab Headbutt. What's your attack versus special attack? Your special attack's much higher. Your speed's pretty high, too. Yep, you're Knight. Alright. So... Ember and Headbutt. Which one does more damage? Ember tends to do more damage, looks like. Oh, no, wait. No. More than Headbutt? No. No, Headbutt does more damage. Okay. So we'll have Nala out front to deal with this guy. Alright, so that's not it. This is Youngster Calvin. Alright. Let's fight you first Pokemon battle. Luckily, in the very, very beginning of the game is not mean to you. We just headbutt this thing to death. Quick attack, headbutt, there we go. Lillipup comes out, that's cute. Headbutt. Crit, didn't need it. Rookidee, headbutt. Flinched, didn't need it, but we'll take it. Ember. There we go. There's also no EVs, so that, you know, training doesn't help. Nala's good. Alright, let's go back. Right here, perfect. Take your Pokemon, there we go. Next up. Who do we have next up? Bugcatcher. This is gonna be Bugcatcher Rick. The Grubbin. Let's put that in. Did I remember to switch back over? No, I didn't. Whoops. It's just been on the calculator this whole time. Well, that's fine. I'll have to remember that. Uh-oh. everything's gone. 1 sec. Aha! Still good. Cool. Got that. So now we've got grubbin in the calculator. We'll be fine. Yep, it's all 6, 7. We just got a Sizzlipede, so again, just having a fire type out here will completely destroy them. Yeah, we're good. There we go. Just time to destroy Bugcatcher Rick. Grubbin, what do you got? Now Ember. Super kills. There we go. Next, you're gonna send out Pineco. Yep. Ember. Sturdy. That's what we expected. Pin Missile. Isn't gonna do much. We're fine. Didn't use Iron Defense, but it wouldn't have mattered. Alright. Next we got Sizzlipede. This thing we're just gonna headbutt. Hope for flinch. Doesn't get it, but Bug Bite isn't very effective. Headbutt again. We're good. Alright. Easy peasy. So a couple fights out of the way. See, who says that this ROM hack's hard? Oh, that's gonna bite me in the butt. Probably not. It's early. Alright, what's up next? So, the next one is Youngster Allen and then Last Tiana. Youngster Allen has a Skiddo with a Lumberry, an Oranberry, and Oranberry. Okay, so we'd love to have something with a Nerve out. Just so that they can't eat any of their berries. Skiddo... I don't think Skiddo is very good. Yeah. It's gonna be Skiddo, Litleo, and Psyduck. Psyduck might have a Water-type move and a Psychic-type move, so just be careful of that. We'll bring out Terror to deal with that, but first I'd like to take out both of their first two with Nala. Will be good. Especially because that can help with the berries. Alright, you've got a Nerve. That's... yep. What are the other ones? Shell Armor's super great. Keen Eye is fine. Not as good as Gale Wings, but it's fine. A Nerve on the Rookie D2 is actually good. Yep. Alright. Let's do this. Oh, that's the wrong person. Alright. We got some berries here. Oh, that's 77 berries. Dang. This is 46 Oranberries. Alright, well that's good to know. And I don't think we can plant in this, can we? Yeah, we can't plant. Alright, so we immediately have against you. We're ready. Alright, the ultimate puzzle game. A Nerve, so we can't eat the berries. Skiddo, we should just one-shot. No, we don't. Just Vine Whip, that's fine, and it's too nervous to eat its berry. There we go. Next up, another Litleo. This one we just start headbutting. Crit, that's fine. Alright, next up, now we've got a Psyduck. This thing, you know, we could technically have a problem with, so we bring out Terror. Bubble Beam, yep. Doesn't do much to Turtwig, and then we can just absorb. Super effective, get all our health back. Oranberry, that's fine. Psywave is going to do a fair amount of damage, but we get to absorb through it, so we're fine. Alright. There we go. And now there should just be one last person on this route, and then we'll be good to go to our next route. It should just be a Swirlix and a Spinda from the last. Swirlix is a Fairy type, level 7, shouldn't be anything terrible. It's got berry juice. Actually, both got berry juice, so that's good. Yeah, we'll be fine. What does the most damage right now? Let's put the right Pokemon out front. What do we got? Against Swirlix and Spinda. Spinda is a normal type. Swirlix is fairy. We don't really have anything good against them. Yeah, not really at all. So I think Nala will be fine out front. Can take damage pretty well. Metronome is scary. Why does that thing have Metronome? And the next one's Fake Out Metronome? That's just rude. Alright. Kind of don't want to even risk a Metronome. Can anything do more damage? I can't imagine so. No, definitely not. Alright. Nala being out front is our best bet. We just have to try not to take something terrible from Metronome. Alright, let's see what we got. Swirlix, Nala, a Nerve. There we go. Is Headbutt doing more damage? I assume. Because our options are between Headbutt and Ember. Headbutt is always doing more damage. And it has a chance to flinch. And that was a crit. Fairy Juice. Yep. Fairy Wind. It's not very effective. Yep. Metronome. Alright, what do we got? Power Trip. Crit. Didn't do much though. That's fine. Alright. Headbutt again and we should be fine. Fairy Wind isn't doing hardly anything. Alright. So that's good. Alright. Now we're going to take a Fake Out from the Spinda. Flinch. Now it's going to Metronome level 8. Okay. This thing is a little scarier, but I think we Headbutt it once here. And it flinched. That's huge. Now we make it use its Berry Juice. Metronome. What's it got? Hydro Pump. That's terrifying. Alright. We switch out now. Nightwing should be able to do this. Metronome, what you got? Seed Bomb, that's not going to do much to a flying type. I think we just peck for stab. Not going to do much. Stun Spore, ooh. We're slower and we're paralyzed. Alright. That's fine. Aerial Ace isn't going to do much. Peck. Alright, now we switch out again to Helmarock. Just because of this, we don't want to be parried. Metronome, just don't do something terrible. Whipped up a Whirlwind. That's terrifying. We're gonna Aerial Ace, though. And win. Alright. First harder fight. Yep, just like you said, Mixie, we got this. Not actually terribly difficult, but, you know, for being a random nobody on the side of the road, that was closer than it needed to be. Considering I should not be having close calls, hardly at all, this early, that's not a great sign. That being said, I think next up, we did it. Yep, everything's great, but, just 1 second. Let me just think for a second. Get our Route 104 encounter, and then we're gonna actually have to deal with our first actual like fight, which is unironically scary. We're gonna have a Team Aqua Grunt on Route 104, That's going to be our first mini-boss. It's going to have a Carvana with Rough Skin, Water Pulse, Aqua Jet, Bite, Poison Fang. Poison Fang having coverage for our grass types is going to be tough. Here, I can actually take a second. I'll put that up on stream. We've got this mini-boss coming up. It's going to be a little scary, but I think we've got this. Yeah. But again, like, this thing, the Execute, that should be our easiest one. We've got Fire type and Litleo. Yeah. And again, our level cap is 12, so until we beat this guy being the first boss, and then our level cap goes up to 17, I think? Until there's, like, the Aqua Grunt double battle. But we don't have to worry about that yet. All we have to do is worry about this Aqua Grunt and getting our Route 104 encounter. Let me actually look at that real quick. Where Pokemon locations? Route 104, and we've got Petalburg. Ooh, okay. Petalburg, I'm gonna try real hard to save until later, because you can get Poplio from that, and one, I know that Primarina, or Prismarina, is it Primarina or Prismarina? I don't know. I think it's Primarina. Is super good, and it's also one of my favorite Pokemon, so I want as many chances to get Poplio as possible, so we're not going to get our Petalburg City encounter, unless we absolutely can see no way to win otherwise, and we're going to get our Route 104 encounter, though, right away. Hopefully from just fishing, in which case we can get I'd love a Horsey, but it's unlikely to happen. Anyways, let's get moving. Did I heal our Pokemon? Yeah. Move along. We've got... Do we want to just grab our 103 encounter? What can we get from our 103? Fish. I know, it's going to be all the fishing. We might fish right away on 103 as well. Let me check. I know, there's kind of a lot of encounters to get right away in this game. Alright, from 103... What do we get? Skrelp, Chinchou, Lotad, Tentacool. Lotad would be great, Tentacool would be great, Skrelp would be great, Chinchou would be great. I think everything is good in fishing, and I think only some of the stuff is good while walking through the grass. So I think we're going to fish in Route 103 right away. If this turns out to be a bad choice, or like turns out the Pokemon that we get just isn't helpful, we'll know that for next time. But for now... Alright. We can just fish. Let's get our bag open. I should have registered that. Alright. And I'm also just going to use it. I'll have to look at the controls in a little bit. Ooh, bite. There we go. What do we get? Lotad. That's actually pretty good. Ludicolo is unironically great. What is this thing's moves at level 2? Oops, I got this wrong thing. That's gonna happen a lot. I cannot see. I'm gonna have to fix my stream setup for next time so that I can tell when I've accidentally got this calculator still open. Alright. So we've got a Lotad here. I think let's just throw Pokeballs at it. And after this I have to go grab some Pokeballs. Never like having less than 20. There we go. Got our Route 103 encounter. Lotad. What are we gonna call you? It's eventually gonna be a Ludicolo. It's gonna have a big sombrero. It's gonna be real. Hopefully have Swift Swim. What are we gonna call you? Trying to think of a good pun. It's a lily pad Pokemon. What's a good pun there? There's gotta be one. There's gotta be. Simply has to. Herm. Perry? You are very right. can't believe I was thinking of anything else. Wait, actually, let me check something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Unfortunately, we can't name it Perry because we have to name it even. So there's only one Perry. We just have to name it a platypus. A platypus? Perry the platypus? Yes. But we don't know that it's Perry. Right now, we are still in a state of confusion. Oh, do we have to... I think just a platypus is better. Yeah. I'm just gonna go with... Why are no chance puts on a hat? Perry the platypus. Yeah. I love that show. I grew up on that show. There we go. Now we've got a platypus. Question mark. I'm actually really happy with that. That's hilarious. There we go. Unfortunately, Perry the platypus wouldn't fit, so I think we have to do a platypus. That makes me laugh. If it makes me laugh, that's a sign that it's probably good. All right, can we buy Pokeballs in this town, please? Yes. Actually, I want one more. Yeah. I hope that the new series that they're doing is good. Certainly hope so. Could be. I know it always felt like they were running out of steam with the last season because they started doing like a bunch of specials and they were very good. But I just hope that they have, now it's been enough years that like they have more ideas and they are actually excited to be doing this. I should level a platypus up. Can't be bringing just a random platypus into the fight. We need a properly trained platypus. Alright. Growl, sure. Give me a grass type. Absorb is good. Now give me a water type move. Please. Bubble. Nice. Wants to learn. Natural gift? What is that? What else do you have? Astonish? May shock the flow and footing. Effectiveness varies with the held berry. What does natural gift do? Deals damage with no additional effect. However, its type and base power vary depending on the user's held berry. I see. Okay, it can actually be, considering we just have Oran berries and Pecha berries right now, it can be an electric move, or it can be a poison move, which is good coverage. Growl is just not good. Absorb and Bubble are good. Growl is not. Astonish is fine. Growl is, yeah. Natural Gift is better than Growl. We can have Electric and Poison coverage now. That might be useful. That's a cool move to give us. I always like when there's like real weird moves like that in Pokemon that we get to make use of. Alright. What's that? Potion? That's fine. We already have our route encounter here. And we've already caught this. There's so many reasons why we cannot catch this Pokemon. Alright. And now we're in Petalburg. Nice. Petalburg. Heal everybody up. This is one that we're not... Hi, Sia. How are you doing? Hello. There we go. We're just a little bit into the run. You may notice that we're on attempt 2. That is because I accidentally pressed the wrong button and killed the very first encounter that we were going to try and catch. So I just reset and we got right back there. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be the second person. Oof, lol. Yep. Unfortunately, I have no longer any chance of being the second person in the world to beat this in one try. Not that that was likely. But other than that, we've got good encounters so far. We've got a Litleo, Turtwig, Fletchling, Rookie-Doo, and we just got Lotad. Which, so far, looks like a pretty good team. We haven't had to fight anybody scary yet. I am going to try tonight to finish the first mini-boss. Right now our level cap is 12 and it's hard-coded into the game. So we've actually got the endless candy, which we can use infinitely many times, but only up to the level cap, and it's hard-coded, so we can't physically even go over at this point. We just got all of the encounters that we want to get, except for Route 104, up until this point. Oop. Pokemon trainers, when they reach... Check what... Yeah. You're trying to teach me about gyms. Yeah. Endless candy. Genius. I know, it's great. It's super useful. Yeah. We've got the Norman, a man in pursuit of power. Sure, we're not dealing with that. So we can actually get an encounter here, but we're saving our encounter in Petalburg until we can get Surf much later in this game. I'm not assuming that we're actually going to get there this run, but I want to save it just in case, because you can get a Poplio from this little patch of water if you Surf later in the game. So I'm going to wait till Surf, because Primarina is one of my favorite Pokemon. There we go. And we're also waiting to Surf in our hometown of Little Root, because you can get a bunch of water starters from there if you Surf, but nothing good if you just use a fishing rod. So, I'm going to double check. We can get to Route. Okay. Pokemon Tree. First, check what kind of gym is it. Yeah. You've already told me. I've already looked at the gym. I can't fight Norman yet, can I? Please? Please tell me that this is not... I'm not confused. That this is not about to be a Norman fight. No, Norman's way later. Okay, good. Little worried there, but it's fine. Hi, Dad. There we go. Surprised you managed to get here. I see. With Pokemon. Training like me, that's crazy, so looking forward to it. Oh, and here's Wally. Yep, I remember. It's been a while since I played Gen 3. But this is probably the generation. I know that there's a bunch of mechanics and this is run and bun. But Gen 3 is probably the game that I know the best, despite not having played it more than like 4 times. Just because like so many of the YouTubers that I watch play it so frequently or have all of the best hacks, I think. Especially like Emerald Kaizo and Run and Bun and just other things in general are done in Gen 3. There we go. Yeah, we're just gonna teach you. We're teaching you how to catch a Ralts. Yeah. So I just know like the story beat for beat better than probably any other game. Oh, you're trying to teach me how to catch a Pokemon? Thanks, game. I already have 5 out of 6 Pokemon, but you know, just in case I was real confused. Yep. And already, we haven't had any trouble with the trainer fights yet, but already the last fight on like the first route was starting to get difficult, and we're coming up against the level cap with the next couple of fights, so we're gonna actually have to plan. Alright. There we go, we got Wally. It's all ready. If you want, strong trainer, head for Rustboro City. Challenge Roxanne. Yeah, Roxanne's first. Get Gym Leader 2, battle one day. Yep, we will. Alright, let's go get... What are you? Maybe not, clothes aren't all that. You're either a rookie trainer or maybe you're just an ordinary kid. I'm roaming land in search of talented trainers. It's already have taken your time. Dang. That guy was real mean. Just for no reason. I didn't say anything to him. Alright, on Route 104... Dang. Alright. Just double check. Yeah, we'll have Route 104. Just a moment here. We're gonna try and get our encounter. Let me bring it up. Right now, I'll just bring up on screen real quick. Hopefully I don't forget to change it back after a second. Right now, we're planning for this fight. We still have our Route 104 encounter to grab, but this is our first boss fight in Art again. Level cap right now is 12. And this is kind of a scary fight. The Carvana is decently fast for this level, and with coverage for Poison Fang to hit our Turtwig, it's pretty great. Krogunk could just fake out Poison Sting, Belch, super good. So we've got luckily I've got 2 Pokemon with Unnerve, so we can probably avoid any of these things from using their berries, if we're careful. Both our Rookidee and our Litleo have Unnerve, so that should be very helpful against Krogunk. Yeah, it is pretty tough, especially if we didn't have anything to deal with the berries. And again, that would boost speed, right? Terrifying. But it's base power. But yeah, we shouldn't be able to use Belch if we're careful, and otherwise it's just got Poison Sting, which, you know, still scary, but easier to deal with, and the Execute. Execute's probably going to be fine. We've got Litleo, which should just do fine against it, but still. Stun Spore is scary. If we start getting Confusioned, that's bad. And Full Parrot, so yeah. It's a scary team, but we're not dealing with it yet. First, we got to get there. And I'm just gonna double check. Is there any other encounters to get right now? We're not getting Little Root. We're not getting Petalburg. What we are gonna get is our Route 104. Oh, right, that's what I forgot what I was looking up earlier. Got the full list of all of the Pokemon locations here. So in Route 104, we can get... Oh, I remember I was looking at this. There's nothing great in the grass, but fishing should be pretty good, and there's nothing great late game that we can get from Surf. So we're just gonna fish on Route 104 here. Alright. Who is the first trainer, though? The first trainer on Route 104 is going to be Triathlete Mikey. Mikey's going to lead with a Krabby, a Clobbopus, and then a Yanma. The Krabby... Okay. Krabby with the Triathlete Mikey. It's got Shell Armor, Oranberry. We've got Water type, Fighting type, and then Bug Fly. Should do just fine. Alright. Just make sure to lead with Terror. Actually, don't lead with Terror. We'll lead with a Platypus. Question mark. Because that should do just fine and be super resistant to the Aqua Jet. Alright. That being said, we have to get to the area to surf. Okay, are you going to be the triathlete? No. Okay, so this is our first fight here. We need to do this fight before we can get our encounter. So we're just going to do this right away, looking through it. We should be super fine. Yeah. After that, so we've got Lotad, level 12. Just thinking. How much is Absorb gonna do? It shouldn't be able to do much to us. And Absorb does a ton of damage. We'll be fine. Do we outspeed? Just barely. Or maybe. Do we have 15 speed? We have to check that. How are our IVs? Yeah. No, we've got 12 speed, so we're definitely going to be lower speed. That's fine. We're plus defense, though. That's nice. Minus special attack. That's not nice. Alright. We can give this thing Berry to deal with Natural Gift, but I don't think we need it because we've got Absorb. And I don't think we're going to need the Lightning Berry yet. Actually, I should check. real quick. I don't remember off the top of my head. How does Pecha Berry work? Which one is that? Heals poisoning. So Pecha Berry is actually pretty good here. We can give a poison type move. But that's not actually useful. But if we needed to, we can always give a lightning or poison type move to our Lotad by what berry it's holding. But I don't think we need that right now. We should have a Platypus out to deal with the Krabby, then the Clobopus. How's that gonna do? It's got Bind, Rock Smash, Detect. We do just fine. Absorbing this thing, Astonish, yeah. We do just fine against it, and then we'll have to switch out to deal with the bug type. And it's gonna have Speed Boost, Iron Ball. I see, it's got Acrobatics and Sonic Boom. Alright. So yeah, we just gotta be careful of it. Alright. Let's do this. Perfect. Sent out the Krabby. Alright, we're gonna be slower, so we absorb. It's gonna use Stomp, we do that. Flinched, that's unfortunate. Okay, so we know it does 10 damage. How much does Stomp do on a high roll? Even with a high roll... Yeah, luckily we've got a high defense. I know, flinch is unfortunate, but we get to absorb in just a second. Even with a crit here, we're fine. Okay. So we need to not... for that not to have happened. We're still fine. How well does Terror come in? Level 12. It tanks a Stomp better. And how much does it do with Absorb? Probably even more. Alright. I'm just gonna... I can't stand split. Okay. What are your stats exactly? We've got Shell Armor, which is nice. We're fine a special attack, but we're plus speed, so we are faster. With our attack at, what is it, 7? Ugh. Yeah, our attack's pretty bad. On this thing. What are we, Jolly? Here, let's bring the calculator up for a second here. We're Jolly. And let's actually fix our IVs. Because we can't just port it over, unfortunately. Well, that's not good. Apparently we've got, like, no speed, HP IVs. Our attack IVs are also abysmal. Our defense IVs are pretty good. Special attack. Our special attack is actually max. Yeah, looks like close to max special attack IVs, which is great, but of hindrance of a nature. And then we've also got basically great speed, and our special defense is also good. So it's pretty tanky little Turtwig we've got. I'm gonna save this real quick. How do I add to box? We'll figure that out in a minute. Anyway, though, Absorb should do just fine in 2 hits, so we can switch in, take hits just fine. Alright. Let's get this back up. No more flinch, and we're faster, that's huge. Super effective, yep. You're gonna have your berry, that's fine. Mudshot, yep, not very effective. Speed fell, that's unfortunate, but we can still absorb. There we go. No more flinches. Perfect. We are -1 speed now. So we're probably 11. Okay. Next comes out... Okay, so to the Yanma now. This thing has acrobatics, which it's probably going to use. Or Sonic Boom. It's actually going to use Sonic Boom, I think. Let's see. I see. Sonic Boom always does 20 damage. That's nice. Yep. I know. This game is mean immediately. But that's fine. It's got Iron Ball, so it's slow, but then it's got Speed Boost, so it'll get faster every turn. And I don't really want to stay out to take Sonic Boom. Well, we can take one. Is this thing a This thing's... No, because it's always going to do 20 damage, so it doesn't matter confiding or growling or anything. I think we just bite it once, and then we'll switch out after this. Yep. Speed boost, yep, that's what we expected. Now, so it's just going to be faster. We know it's going to try and use Sonic Boom because it sees a kill. Actually, it sees a kill with Acrobatics and Sonic Boom. So we don't know what it's going to use. That's okay, though. We've got Nightwing and Helmarock. How well do these guys do? A Nerve would be nice, because then we can't have berries. We've got a little bit more attack here. This thing's got Aerial Ace as opposed to Peck, which is better, and Quick Attack as opposed to Fury Cutter. But we've got a Nerve on this thing. But it doesn't have a berry, so we don't care about a Nerve. This is the last one, and it doesn't have a berry, so I think we send out... Yeah, a little faster, a little less defensive, that's fine. It's +1 speed right now. It'll be +2 after this. So it will be faster, that's fine. We've got a good attack. Yeah. How much does... Okay, so we've got a Fletchling. Bring back up the calculator. Level 12. How much are we going to do with Aerial Ace? Aerial Ace is going to do a ton, and then we can Quick Attack. Cool. So Aerial Ace, Quick Attack, and how much do we take? No, we get 2-shot by this thing, though. Unless it's going for Acrobatics, which is a 50% shot. But we get 2-shot by anything this Yanma wants to do. At this level. I see what the thing is here. Yeah, Nala doesn't have enough HP to take 2. Nobody does. Alright, I don't want to sacrifice anything. What are our options? Our options are None, Nil, and Void. Yeah, because anything that we switch in here, unless it goes for Acrobatics. It could go for Acrobatics, in which case we're fine. Which I think is a 50-50 shot. Because it sees a fast kill with both Sonic Boom and Acrobatics. Just in case, how well does Nala do here? With Leo, level 12, with Ember. Ember has a chance to one-shot. How does Headbutt? Headbutt won't. We're not fast enough. Actually, though, Nala might outspeed. I think our best bet here is Nala. Acrobatics? Actually, that's huge. Okay, so it's got 2 speed boosts. How fast are we? We're, I think, 1 speed point, so we are going to go second. But we can survive either thing that it can do, and it took damage there, so we can just Ember. There we go. Glad that we were in kill range. We won the 50-50. This isn't even a boss or anything. This is just a random trainer. Alright. Now we've got this fighting type. This should be easier. So it's got... What does this thing have? It's got an Oranberry, Bind, Detect, Rock Smash. I think it sees a kill with Rock Smash, so it's gonna go for it. What can deal with Rock Smash the best? It's got a berry, so I'd love to bring out Rookie D. How well does a Rookie D do? Rookie D does actually great against any of its moves, and I'm sure that Peck... Yeah, no, not Drill Peck, just regular Peck. Peck will two-shot. Alright, and that helps with the berry. There we go. It's too nervous to eat berries. It uses Rock Smash. We don't hardly take any damage. We do have a defense fall. That's unfortunate, but we can just attack Peck twice. Low roll there. That's unfortunate. That's a second defense drop. I don't love that. How much are we taking now? Theoretically, even a crit from Rock Smash at this point won't kill us. We just need a high roll Peck. Nope. Not very effective. That's 3, but we outspeed, so we're fine. Alright. There we go. Let's go back to heal. After that, very first battle that was actually difficult in this game. We almost wiped to that Yanma. Not wiped. There was no world in which we wiped, but we did almost lose a Pokemon. And now we get to... 1 second. What is my button? I did this earlier and I pressed the wrong button. Where do I find... What's my button layout? Oh. Nope, 1 sec. Normal controls. Okay, what's left on the D-pad? W. Okay. Oh wait, no, it's select to use... Okay, 1 sec. That's select, which is space. Okay. There we go, now we can fish. What do we got? Ooh, Clauncher. That's pretty cool. Be lurking, sounds good, Mixie. Alright, how much damage do we do? Does a Platypus do to this thing? Clauncher, that's level 5. How much does Bubble do? Bubble cannot crit kill. Aqua Jet, nice. Having a priority move is going to be great. Nice. Now we still can't crit kill, so I'm going to hit it again, and then we'll move along and catch this thing. We're still not doing that much damage. Even a crit at this point. Okay, one more time, and then we'll be good. Splash? Oh my gosh, the thing knows Splash. Wonder if that's useful at any point. Alright, now we can catch it. I don't think that there's any use for Splash that I can think of. No Pokeball, there you go. Throw a Pokeball at it, capture it, add it to the team. There we go, got a Clauncher. Not what I was hoping for. Horsey would have been better just because Kingdra's great, but Clauncher's certainly good. What do we want to call this thing? Don't have any ideas right off the bat. Trying to think. There's like a pun you can do with like Red Lobster. Like Blue Lobster, but I think that that's just literally a description of what it is too much. What other pun names can we think of for a Clauncher? At some point it's just gonna have a giant gun attached to it. There's gotta be something. There must be something here. What do we have? There's gotta be something good here. It's the lobster, it's a crustacean, it's gonna have a giant gun attached to it. There just has to be so many pun opportunities here that I'm not seeing. Mega Man? Ooh, that's good. I like that. It's got a little gun, it's a little blue guy. Is there... Yeah, I like Mega Man. Good call. There we go. Alright, let's go heal up. Alright. I think I'm going to try and go till the first boss tonight, although we'll see how hard the next couple of trainers are. Easy, it's going to be great. Alright, who's up next on Route 104? We've got Fisherman Darien, who's got some scary Magikarps. Oh my gosh. Okay, looking at the next fights, there's a fisherman and a lady. The lady has some normal Pokemon, right? A Minccino, a Jigglypuff, a Phanpy, all with like Swift, Attract, Thunder Wave, Round, Drain Kiss, Attract, Thunder Wave. So a lot of Thunder Wave, Stomp, and Attract. Okay, yeah. And a lot of berries. What I'm not excited about is Fisherman Darien with a Focus Sash and a Choice Band Magikarp with Hydro Pump, Tackle, Flail, and Bounce, respectively. That's terrifying. Actually, though... Right? Okay, terrifying, but... I think I have a decent way to deal with them. Because, okay, so fun fact that I was looking at earlier, because there was a move I wasn't familiar with. A platypus that we have here has the move Natural Gift. What Natural Gift does is its power and type depends on what kind of berry you give it. So right now the berries that we have are Pecha and Oran berries. If we give this thing an Oran berry, it should turn into a 60 base power electric type physical move. Which might do really well. Unless, I don't know though, how's our attack stat? Our attack stat is actually pretty good. 14 is fine. So how does that do? Natural Gift with an Oran Berry. How much does that do to a Magikarp? A surprisingly small amount. Alright, how much does Absorb do? Absorb does a ton. Okay. Problem is, Bounce one-shots Lotad. So, what can deal well with this thing? Looks like Mega Man might. What do we... Let's get you leveled up real quick. Mega Man up to level 12. Water Sport is fine. It's weird moves. Vice Grip is good. 12. Wants to learn Bubble Beam, but you already know 4 moves. You know Splash. Which is good for PP stalling, but nothing else. And even then, I think we can out-BB stall something. Grips are full with powerful pincers, yeah. Bubble Beam is great. Aqua Jet is great. Splash is not. Nightman learned Bubble Beam. Cool. What does that thing have for base stats? 18 attack, 22 special attack, good special defense, bad defense, good speed. 18 is fine. Alright. So. I just want to walk down a little bit so we can see what we're dealing with. In case we're wrong, let's have Launcher out front, just in case. Ooh. There's just a Zigzagoon running around. I don't like that. Okay, so this is Cindy right here. Where's the fisherman? Okay, let's actually fight Cindy first, because Cindy looks like it'll be fine. So, we've got... Let me bring back up the calculator. We've got Cindy with a Minccino. Yeah. It's gonna be Cindy, Minccino, Jigglypuff, Phanpy. Alright. We should do just fine with this. This Minccino, it's normal. It's got Swift, it's got Thunder Wave, it's probably gonna Thunder Wave. Okay, this one actually, we don't have to say probably, because we have exactly how the moves work. And the order that it chooses them. We've got the AI logic somewhere. I can figure out where I put it. Because luckily for this ROM hack, everything is, like, very well documented for how it works. Which I super appreciate. I have always been, like, had trouble figuring out, like, how exactly is this deciding what to do? No, but... Trainer battles... Oops, one sec. No, I'm looking for the AI. Trainer AI. 1 second. AI document. Alright. Alright, 1 sec. Everything's up. So, the AI document, when will it choose to use something? This document is intended to help you understand what the AI will do. Brief summary, AI will calculate a score for every move, choose the highest score, moving to click any given turn. Multiple moves have the same scores, randomly selects between them. In double battles, the AI will calculate a score for each of its moves on each possible target and choose the highest scoring move plus target. Yeah. AI knows your full team stats, moves, abilities, and everything. The rest of the document will cover everything. As a general rule, the default score for non-attacking moves is +6, tied with the highest damage attacking move. Alright. So basically it'll... Unless it can kill, it's probably going to Thunder Wave. Or Attract, how does it decide? Looks like it's going to be a 50-50. Alright. Highest damaging move is +6. +8. Slow kill. Fast kill. Okay. Switch AI. It's not like the hard switch in battle, but it's possible. There are a few conditions in single battles only. Double battles, the AI never switches. Alright. AI must only be able to use effective... However this... Okay. AI must not be... Okay. All damaging. AI will random damage roll for all of its attacking moves, and the highest damaging move gets the following score. +6 to +8. If the multiple moves kill, then they are all considered the highest damaging move and all get the score. Damaging move kills... AI is Mon is faster, or the move has priority, and AI is slower. +6. If AI Mon is slower, additional +3. Okay. AI has a Moxie, Beast, or anything. It'll try and damage more. Damage has a high crit chance, it's more likely to choose it. Alright. Damaging... What about non-damaging moves? I'm specifically wondering about Thunder Wave. Sneak, yeah, all the weird bro things. Widescreen and reflect makes sense. Setting up terrain, explosion, memento, Thunderwave. I'm just gonna control F Thunderwave. Nope, it is not. Oh yeah, Thunderwave. One of the players is faster, AI, but slower. Okay, so it's always gonna go for Thunderwave. Okay. That was what we wanted to know. So I got the Minccino. Oh wait, I forgot. I should still have this up. So, our plan is... What's our plan? What Pokemon do we have? Let's see. So this is our team. I like our Clauncher. Clauncher's good. Bubble Beam. Oh my gosh, it does a million damage. Level 12. Swift and Thunderwave are going to be fine. Attract is going to be fine. I think it's probably going to go for Attract, unless we're... Nope. It won't go for Attract, it'll go for Thunderwave. Alright, Bubble Beam, Vice Grip. How's that doing? Okay, I can't spell. I was like, why is this not working? Aqua Jet. Good to know. Vice Grip, and what was our last one? Water Sport. That's not something we care about. Not in this battle, at least. Yeah. Alright, so if we Bubble Beam, we've got like a 50% chance to KO. What is that, 6% chance? Yeah. But then we can also Aqua Jet afterwards. We do start out slower, so even if it Thunderwaves, we're not super worried about that. Swift critting can do a little over 50%, so that's good to know. But Clauncher should be able to take out this thing. Can Clauncher do better against any of the other Pokemon? Yeah, we should leave Clauncher till we've got Phanpy out. Although actually, Phanpy might be... Lotad might be great against Phanpy. Yeah, this... Lotad's just as good against Phanpy, so we're fine. Between Absorb being recovering health, that should be fine. As well as, I think, how does Turtwig do? 12 with Absorb. Yeah. So Turtwig should super counter that thing. Alright, so we know all that now. So we don't have to worry about the Phanpy in the back. How about the Jigglypuff? Jigglypuff should be pretty killed by this thing. Bite isn't gonna do much. Yeah, no. Alright, so we can Clauncher the Minccino, Lotad or Turtwig the Phanpy, and what are we dealing with the Jigglypuff? Turtwig should be fine-ish. How does Litleo do? Headbutt Ember. Level 12. Does fine. And Ember. Yeah, I think Litleo being our move against the Fairy type is our good choice, because then we also have Headbutt, just to flinch it to death, and it's probably going to 2-hit KO. Alright, so we Mega Man, then we Nala, then we either a Platypus or Terror the Phanpy. Okay, we should be good here. Alright, 100%, yeah. Let's go. His name is Billy. Isn't he adorable? Billy is adorable. Okay, we just prepared for the wrong fight. I thought that lady... There we go. I thought that lady was going to be the fight. So it turns out we actually have to fight 2 Magikarps in a row. Well, now we've got our plan for the next fight. Whoops. Hey, we're just planning ahead. So let's plan for the Magikarps. These Magikarps are actually kind of scary. Which one? The bounce one comes out first. So the only thing is, this thing should actually be super taken out by our Clauncher. Level 12. How does Vice Grip do? Vice Grip does fine. What actually does Vice Grip do? Vice Grip... Pokemon... Nope. No additional effect. I guess it just is a move. Dang. Okay. So Vice Grip does that. How much does Bubble Beam do? I assume not much, because it... Yeah, Bubble Beam, Aqua Jet. But Bounce isn't going to be doing much either, so we can just Bubble Beam this first one. And then when the second one comes out, this thing is Focus Sash. So the first one's Choice Band Bounce. The second one is Focus Sash, Hydro Pump, Tackle Flail. Which we should be able to do fine with again. Clauncher until we're in risk of crit. And then we... How does Flail work again? Nope, that's not. Flail does more damage the lower the user's HP. Okay, so we have to be careful of Flail as it gets lower. Okay. And this thing is Focus Sash, so it was hoping to... Yeah, Clauncher's very good. The only thing is I'm worried about a Flail that's at, like... 100... What does a 100 base power Flail do? Okay. Let's say this thing is at, like, 1 HP. Flail still isn't doing much. But that's good to know. So we're just always going to assume Flail does max damage, so we'll just have that up here. Okay. Otherwise, we're just Bounce. So, we bring in Clauncher, it deals with the first one, bring in the second one. It's got Tackle, Flail, Hydro Pump. I assume it's going to try and do Hydro Pump right away, so we bring in Lotad to deal with the second one, and Lotad should take no damage from Hydro Pump, even at level 12. Yeah. Flail will do 50% though, so we gotta be careful. And we absorb this thing. Okay, so Absorb will get it real low. And then it's gonna use Flail. So we switch back into Clauncher. I actually want to keep Clauncher in the back so that we can Aqua Jet. So yeah, let's say Clauncher... Level 12... Yeah, I want to keep Clauncher at full health so it can survive a full power Flail from the second Magikarp. So here's what we do. We bring in Lotad, we absorb, it's slower so it won't do too much damage beforehand. So we absorb, we get it down to 1 hit, and then we Clauncher Aqua Jet. And it can take Clauncher can take 1 Flail. So we need Clauncher at full health. So we have to find a different way to deal with our first Magikarp here. What does well? I feel like it's probably just Turtwig. Turtwig should do fine here, right? Yeah, Turtwig does fine. And how... But with bad IVs... With terrible IVs, unfortunately that we have, Bounce does have a small chance to one-shot Turtwig. If it crits. So we can't do that. What can we do? We can bring one of the birds out. Fletchling. How well does Fletchling? Using Aerial Ace. quick attack should do just fine. So 2 aerial aces kill this thing, and a quick attack kills it. And then, okay, so Fletchling should be super able to kill this thing. And actually, how well does Rookie D, nope, wrong Rookie D. How well does Rookie D do into it with Peck? Not Drill Peck, regular Peck. Level 12. Peck does fine. What other moves does Rookie D know? Do Fury Attack. How does that do? Fury Attack, assuming 3 hits, does slightly worse. So Peck is our move. So I think we start with Rookie D, we Peck, we take 1 hit, then we go Fletchling to finish it off. Actually, I think that's not better, though. Because no, we get a free switch in because we can do it the turn that it's going to bounce. Because bounce takes a turn, right? Am I correct in that? Is bounce the one that takes a turn? Spring up on the first turn. Okay, so yeah, so we can get a free switch in on bounce. So we take damage once with Rookie D, then we get a free switch in with Fletchling, then we kill it with Fletchling, then when the second one comes out, we bring out Lotad, we absorb it, and then we switch to Clauncher, which can tank the flail, and then we Aqua Jet. Okay. Grant, just to remind everybody, this is for 2 Magikarps. This is to fight 2 Magikarps. Just before we start, I'm going to save. There we go. Alright. Perfect. Magikarp numero uno. This thing knows. So, we Peck. It uses bounce. We knew that. Attack misses. Used bounce. We take. Yep. That's what we expected. Now we switch out, because we get a free switch here. Into Helmarock. It uses bounce. It's faster. Now we Aerial Ace. There we go. Now we Quick Attack here, because just to get the extra damage in, because it's going to be faster otherwise. Sprang up. And now we Aerial Ace for the win. There we go. Now we got a Magikarp that got sent out. I think it actually has a chance to use pretty much any of its moves here, but we're fine no matter what to go into Lotad. Just Hydro Pump. That's perfect. That's just what we wanted. And now we Absorb. That should bring it down to 1-ish. Okay, so it doesn't get it down right to 1. That's fine, though. Because it's going to flail. That's actually probably better. Okay, so let's just make sure that we still kill with priority moves here. Okay, I think this thing has 6 health points left, meaning Flail will do what? Flail isn't actually better than Hydro Pump. Okay, yeah, Flail is not going to be good here, actually. Even against our Lotad, because we didn't do as much damage as I thought we would, because we don't have as high of a special attack as I thought we did. I knew we didn't, but... Yeah, Flail can only do a maximum of 50% on a crit. And we kill with Absorb here. So... easy fight. Alright. Now we go heal. And then we'll be ready to fight the last person. What did I say the plan was? Now we've got to re-remember the plan. Alright. So it's leading with the Minccino. I remember... What do I remember? I remember it leads with the Minccino. I think we just start off with Clauncher. That's what I said. Because Bubble Beam super kills after a little bit, like does well. Bubble Beam, Aqua Jet should 3-shot no matter what, even though we're slower. So yeah, we Bubble Beam Aqua Jet, taking hardly any damage from the Minccino with Mega Man. I know we had the Litleo that hard countered the Jigglypuff, and I know the Phanpy was hard countered by Turtwig. We've also got, as a backup against the Minccino, we've got the whole rest of the team. We just want to be careful. We're trying to not send out any of the girls against any of these, because they all have Attract, and Attract sucks. Unless they made Attract, they might have actually done a ROM hack. They might have acknowledged that gay people exist in this ROM hack. Let me check real quick. That might be something that they changed. That'd be funny. Mechanic changes. In fact, status... They did! They did! That's hilarious. Yeah, infatuation, status condition, not limited by gender. The Pokemon can't be gay, so actually it doesn't matter. Actually, it brings me very much joy. Cool. Okay, so we're screwed by Attract then. Hope you have fun stream. I'm off to my 1 a.m. shift. Sounds good. Hope you have a good shift. That sounds kind of terrible at this late, but good luck either way. I'm probably just going to do this last fight, and the last boss fight looks like it's going to take a while to plan, so I'll probably do that tomorrow if I've got time. But good luck at the 1 a.m. shift. Hope it goes well. Have a good night. Bye. Got the lady there. Is there anything we can get from in here? I feel like no. Haven't slept? Oh no. We haven't. That's all the coffee and caffeine. Just need to do that until you can get home tomorrow morning to get to bed. Fine, I got coffee. Yeah, lots of coffee. What, are you the fight? Who's the fight here? You the fight? Hold item. Pesto berries. What do we got? Heals paralysis. Ooh, we're getting all the berries. Even more orange berries. Nice. They're like 500 battles. I think we're fine here. I am gonna give an orange berry to Mega Man, because Mega Man has a chance to take too much damage here. Yeah. Alright, and you are the fight. We're ready? We're ready. Let's do this. Alright. Minccino. Mega Man. We know exactly what to do. We Bubble Beam. Thunder Wave, that's what we expected. Bubble Beam, do 50. There we go. We hit the Oran Berry, that's good. Bubble Beam again. Oh no, it's gonna be paralyzed and attracted. That's fine. Is it love? Is it mobilized by love? That's fine. We have a few turns of just being able to take Swifts. So love, used Bubble Beam, nice. Fought through Para, fought through Love. And now I think we just Aqua Jet. Being... yeah. In case we can outspeed it. Immobilized by Love, that's fine. We Oran Berry so that we're out of crit range. Aqua Jet, come on, fight through the Infatuation. Okay, that's rude. Okay, how much damage are we taking from these Swifts? It was 18. Swift should be doing 7 to 10. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's a range to crit. That's unfortunate that it's on like 1 HP. Alright, but we know it's going to Swift. Do we have anything else with we can Quick Attack with Helmarock. It's going to Swift. We can take a Swift. And then we Quick Attack. We'll be fine. There we go. Priority moves. Alright, Jigglypuff. We actually know this thing wants to attract, because unless it sees a kill. Does this thing see a kill on our Fletchling? Level 12. 33... No, it's max attack. It should see 12 damage. Okay. So we're fine. It's going to... It's going to see 13 damage. It might do Drain Crest. It might do Round. It's going to try and Thunder Wave and Attract. So I think we Quick Attack and then we switch out. Because we're not in danger of dying here. T-Wave. Ooh, it missed. Yeah, no, we Quick Attack again then. Alright, so it's attracted. Now it's going to try and T-Wave, so we bring in Nala. Too nervous to eat berries. Thunder Wave misses. That's huge. Alright, was Ember... No, Headbutt's better. And we have a chance to flinch. Doesn't work. That's okay, though. Round does a fair bit of damage, but we Headbutt. There we go. Now we've got the Phanpy. Alright. This thing is actually easier to deal with than the rest of them, because it's just ground. It's got Stomp and Attract. It's going to try to attack before it tries to Stomp. Attract before it tries to Stomp. So I think we actually just try and fight through the Paralysis for a turn. Does Headbutt or Ember do more here? I don't know. No, Headbutt super does. Because it's going to try and attract, I think we try and Headbutt. And fight through it, and if we don't, that's fine, then we just switch. And then we know that we're switching into its ground-type move. Alright, so we're switching into a ground-type move here. We could bring out Helmarock. How much does Stomp do? Fletchling. Stomp should only do 27, so it won't see a kill, so it will try and attract. So we can actually get some more damage out of Helmarock here? Yeah. Before we switch. Okay. So it's going to try... Okay, so now, because it high-rolled there, it does see a kill, so it might go for Stomp again, so now we have to switch to Platypus. Right? Yeah. Or does Turtwig... No, I think Turtwig takes it better. Yeah, Turtwig takes it better. There we go. Now we absorb. Crit, nice, didn't need it, but not gonna be sad about it. And just keep stomping, cool. Oh, I guess it was a speed tie, that's crazy. Let's see if we win the speed tie, we do! There we go. Alright. Well prepared for a fight. I know, I'm excited to have Terror back. It's technically, I think that technically, once again, Infernape is the better pick. But Turtwig is just as fine of a hit, better early game actually. And considering I don't think we're gonna win this run, I think it's better to just get experience in the early game. And also, Turtwig is my favorite Pokemon. I also just don't love Infernape. I know it's Sun Wukong, and I do really like that, but just not my favorite. Alright. Beat everybody on 104. There we go. Perfect. Now we've done that. I think I'm actually going to call that here. It is like 10:30 and I have to be up early tomorrow. But thank you very much for hanging out and watching the very first bit of Pokemon Run and Bun. So far, so good. I think it's going well. I'm having fun. I really like the puzzle aspect. Like, it's a lot more... It's a lot harder, but it gives you a lot more tools. It feels very much more puzzly than some of the other ROM hacks do. So I'm super excited to continue this. Hopefully it'll be good, and hopefully, again, I think I should have time later tomorrow night. Probably. Day 1, yay, absolutely. Anyway, thank you all very much for hanging out and watching. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful rest of your night. And I will see you all next time. Bye!